The final match of the quarterfinals is happening right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wrestling Trivia Challenge. Yes, the tournament is coming closer and closer to an end, but we got one quarterfinal match to go, and the winner of this match will face off against the man who has seen every match, SP3. I think that one's going to be a barn burner, but we'll see who makes it there. First of all, you know him, you love him, you'll never forget him. It's not DDP, but he is the three-time Quizlemania champion, former Quizlemania tag team champion. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tempest. Tempest, representing Wrestle Talk. How are you, sir?
I'm not too bad. I had to fact check in my own mind to make sure that it was 3. I've won Quizlemania so many times I forget where each reign starts and stops, but you never know. Trivia seems to be my strong suit, even though I seem to watch less and less wrestling these days. We'll see how it goes. Let's have fun.
I understand that. Fortunately, it's not a lot of recent wrestling. There is a little bit in there, but it's mostly stuff from the past. And your opponent has over 800,000 followers on TikTok. I didn't check the numbers. I meant to beforehand. Getting closer to that 900,000 mark. He's well known for his entrances. He's one of the most entertaining people you will find on TikTok. Professor Nick Harrison, welcome back to the show, sir.
I'm so glad to be here, Greg, and I volunteer as tribute. This is we're gonna have a lot of fun though.
We are gonna have a lot of fun. I appreciate the Hunger Games reference as well. All right, so if you haven't seen the show before, if this is your first time, welcome. But also if you've missed at least like 10 matches, 11 matches to this point. But we'll catch you up because we're about to go over the rules. And who knows the rules? What's her name? That's right, Sarah Priebus. Give us those rules.
Hi, I'm Sarah Priebus, and here are the rules for the Wrestling Trivia Challenge. Each game consists of 20 questions. Starting with the player who drew first, the players take turns alternating between the 20 questions. Each contestant has 10 seconds to answer each question, and the contestant gets a point per correctly answered question. If the contestant incorrectly answers their question, the opponent has an opportunity to provide a correct answer. If both contestants fail to answer correctly, no one gets the point for that question. Each contestant has the opportunity to skip one of their own questions for an alternate question without penalty. The opponent cannot answer a skipped question, but can answer the alternate question if the initial player answers that one incorrectly. The first contestant to reach 10 points, or whoever has the most points after all 20 questions have been asked, will be declared the winner. In the event of a tie, a special tiebreaker will take place until one contestant wins the game. Now let's ring the bell and get this match started!
And we thank you very much, Sarah, for that rule reading. We appreciate it each and every single week. Now, we did a drawing before the show, and as it was last week, Professor Harrison actually won the draw, but he deferred to the second half, which is a great strategy in the NFL and college football, but let's see if it pays off here. Tempest, we are kicking things off, and maybe it works out in your favor because I feel like this one's in your wheelhouse. Who has the most reigns as IWGP Heavyweight Champion? 10 seconds.
Tanahashi.
Horseshoe Tanahashi himself. Yes,
Horseshoe Tanahashi.
Exactly. Getting the Quizlemania stuff out right off the bat. That's correct. All right, Professor Harrison, here's your first question. How many men held the short-lived ECW Pennsylvania Championship prior to it being abandoned? 10 seconds. Go.
5.
It's not 5. Tempest. 10 seconds. Go.
4.
It's not 4. It was only 2.
Bollocks. That famous championship.
Yes, the very famous ECW. But hey, one more person held that than the Maryland Championship, as we found out earlier this tournament. Tempest, your next question. Paul Heyman once main evented a WCW pay-per-view as Paul E. Dangerously, teaming with Arn Anderson in a handicap steel cage match. Which tag team star did they face? 10 seconds. Go.
Ricky Morton.
It's not Ricky Morton. Professor, 10 seconds. Go.
Bobby Eaton.
It's not Bobby Eaton. When you said Ricky, I thought you were going to get it. It was Rick Steiner.
Oh. The other Steiner.
That's the other Steiner,
Papa
not
Breaker.
Scotty. Yes. Father of the, as of right now, reigning NXT champion. All right. Professor, your question. Excluding the current champions, which team has the shortest reign with the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship? 10 seconds. Go.
Pass.
All right, he's skipping the question. Tempest, did you know that one?
I would have had a guess. I would have said Charlotte and Asuka.
That would have been right. So good use of the skip. That's what you want to do with those skips. All right, now, all these skip questions, of course, come from JB3 from Combat Wrestling Trivia. Professor, here's your chance to get a point. How many members of the Dudley Brothers have held the ECW World Tag Team Championships? 10 seconds. Go.
4.
It's not 4. Tempest, 10 seconds. Go.
3.
3 is correct. Yes.
M. Dudley's. All that ECW knowledge that I totally have. Thank you, Luke Owen.
Yes. Hey, I feel the same way. I don't know a damn thing about ECW.
So what? Did Big Dick never hold the title?
I don't believe so. It was just Bubba, D-Bone, and I believe it was
It's
Spike,
Spike.
too.
Okay.
All right. Tempest, your next question. Let's see how well you know your theme song lyrics. Whose theme song contained the following lyrics? The wonder of the world is gone and old for sure. All the wonder that I want, I've found in her. 10 seconds.
Kane.
Yes, it is Kane. I didn't want to say it in the style of Kane, but
I knew them. I had to sing it a little bit.
Gone,
Yeah.
I know for sure. Oh man, that's great.
That is a top 5 theme all time, in my opinion. I
absolutely
love that song.
Agreed.
one of his best themes. Actually, probably his best theme. All
I
right.
would say so.
Professor Harrison, your skip is gone, so you got to take guesses for all the rest of them. Here's your next question. Let's see how well you know your AEW. Who did Riho defeat to retain her AEW Women's Championship at Full Gear 2019? 10 seconds. Go.
Britt Baker?
It is not Britt Baker. Tempest, 10 seconds. Go.
Emi Sakura.
That is correct.
Wow.
Good little teacher and student match. Not much build to it, but decent little match.
Well, you figure the AEW Women's Championship was only a month old at that time.
I really wish they would give Emmy more run, man. Like, I love Emmy Sakura. I really do.
She's hurting a lot now. The last couple of years, things have kind of caught up to her a bit, but I agree. I think she's great.
Yeah, maybe we'll see her down the road. Tempest, your next question. Who did the Hardys defend the World Tag Team titles against at WWE One Night Stand 2007? 10
World's
seconds.
greatest tag team.
Don't even need the time. That is correct.
That's my wheelhouse right there. That era. That is my number one wheelhouse.
Ruthless Aggression era, right before they became PG. Yeah. Same
Right
thing.
before the PG stuff.
Yes. All right. Professor, your next question. Another how many question, so let's see how you do. How many casket matches have taken place at Royal Rumble events? 10 seconds. Go.
1.
That is incorrect. Tempest. 10 seconds. Go.
3.
That is also incorrect. It's 4.
No, I missed. I had to have missed one. I had Yoko, Heidenreich, and Shawn.
Are you counting the greatest Royal Rumble with Taker and Rusev?
Oh, I wouldn't have, no, but I don't count that for anything.
That counts as one. Yeah, it's a Royal Rumble event, even though it's not the Royal Rumble. But speaking of the Royal Rumble, we got our fan-submitted question from Big Baller G. Thank you very much, G, for your question. Tempest, what number did Edge enter in the 2020 Royal Rumble match?
21.
Again, I didn't think you'd need the time for that one, but yeah.
He's my favorite wrestler ever. You don't forget that sort of thing.
See, dang it, and he got it. I was there. I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You got this one, Professor. You got this one.
Sure.
According to Spotify, which WWE superstar had a theme called King's Darkness? 10 seconds. Go.
Baron Corbin.
I told you got one, didn't I? That's right.
I listen to his stuff on Spotify all the time. I Bring the Darkness. I listen to it, but that was the remix of I Bring the Darkness. So yeah, love it.
I don't even know how many theme songs that guy's had at this point.
4.
No way.
Yeah, that sounds about
There was
right.
the NXT one, and then they used that one when he was on SmackDown. Then they switched to the I Bring the Darkness. And then they had the King version of I Bring the Darkness, and now the one is Happy Corbin. So he's had 4.
Yeah.
There's the theme song history of Baron Corbin, ladies and gentlemen.
I know my themes.
Hey, I feel that in my soul. I mean, you do all the entrances, so yeah. All right. Next question. Tempest. Who challenged for the NXT Women's title at NXT TakeOver 31? 10 seconds. Go.
I watched this show too. Was it Candice LeRae?
It was Candice LeRae. Nicely done.
That's right. Love Candice LeRae. Absolutely love her. Fantastic.
She is fantastic. Obviously won't be in the Rumble, even though she's got betting odds. Which is the craziest thing in the world. It's like, okay, Maria can be a pregnant 24/7 champion. Candice LeRae is not going to be in the Rumble. Two completely different things. All right, Professor.
Crazy things have happened.
Speaking of NXT, who did Shayna Baszler defeat in her NXT debut match? 10 seconds. Go.
Aaliyah?
It was not Aaliyah. Tempest, 10 seconds. Go.
Dakota Kai?
It is Dakota Kai.
That was a guess.
Yes.
I knew Dakota Kai was like scared of Shayna Baszler.
Yep.
But I didn't remember if that was because of the debut.
It was because of the debut. That same match that she started stomping on people's arms. All right. Less recent. Try that again. Less recent with this one. Tempest. What was the main event of Unforgiven in your house? 10 seconds. Go.
I don't even know what year that was. I don't know. Steve Austin, The Undertaker.
That is incorrect. Professor, 10 seconds. Go.
Undertaker, Shawn Michaels.
It is not Undertaker, Shawn Michaels. Stone Cold was correct, but it was Dude Love.
Huh. Interesting. Was that the one that was right after WrestleMania? Yeah. That checks out. So I'm used to Unforgiven being like a September thing, not an April or May thing.
Yeah, they did Unforgiven. They did Judgment Day in your house later that year, and it wasn't until like 99, 2000 that they split them off into their own things and just dropped the In Your House completely. All right. Next question. Professor, I love this promo. Who said the following line in a promo? I am sick of sports entertainment. And most of all, I'm sick of you fans that actually buy into that crap. This sports entertainment circus. 10 seconds. Go.
CM Punk?
It's not CM Punk. Tempest, 10 seconds. Go.
Paul Heyman?
It's not Paul Heyman. It was associated with ECW. It was Joey Styles.
Oh, it's the promo on the stage.
Yep, it was the promo on the
That's right.
stage. Yep.
Yeah. I remember that. That was a good promo.
It was.
Mhm.
I miss Joey Styles.
Me too.
Surprised he's not used anywhere these days. Unless he's on like, is he in MLW or am I thinking of somebody else?
I think he's doing somebody else. I don't think Joey Styles really wants to do it anymore. Like he kind of stepped away from all of that.
No, that's possible. All right. Anyway, next question. Tempest. Who won the women's match on AEW Rampage Grand Slam? 10 seconds.
Rampage Grand Slam?
Yes.
Oh God. Was that Britt Baker and Ruby Soho? I don't know. Britt Baker.
It's not Britt Baker. Professor, 10 seconds. Go.
Hikaru Shida?
It's not Hikaru Shida. Penelope Ford. The Britt
remember
Baker and
anything
Ruby
about that
Soho
show.
match was Dynamite Grand Slam. But Rampage Grand Slam was Penelope Ford and Ty Conti. Or it was either Ty Conti or Anna Jay. Can't remember.
Well, it's some combination of those four women. They wrestled on seemingly every week for the last 6 months.
It's true. All right. Professor, your next question. What was the score of John Cena's and Booker T's U.S. title Best of 5 series after SummerSlam 2004? 10 seconds. Go.
It was 3-2 Cena. I want to say.
That is incorrect. Tempest. 10 seconds. Go.
I was hoping you were going to be right because I could be like, "Ooh, very nice." I'll say 3-2 Booker.
That is incorrect. SummerSlam was their first match against each other, so it was 1-0 Cena.
There you go.
Trick question.
So close.
Trick question.
So close.
If it was the end of the series, Professor, you would have had it correct because it would have been 3-2 Cena.
I figured that Cena. I knew that Cena had it 3-2, but I didn't. The question got me. Okay, never mind.
I do that on the show. What a scamp I am. All right. Tempest, your next question. What was the date of the very first WrestleMania? 10 seconds. Go.
It's like March 30th, 1985.
That is incorrect. Professor, 10 seconds. Go.
March 30th, 1986.
That is also incorrect. It was March 31st, 1986.
Ah, get out of here.
You were a
Nonsense.
day off.
Day off. I knew I had the year right.
You did have the year right.
I tried to Price is Right that thing, and Price is Right it the wrong way.
Not a problem. All right. Professor, we asked about the shortest. So who are the longest reigning WWE Women's Tag Team Champions since the title was reintroduced in 2019? 10 seconds. Go.
Tamina and Natalia.
It's not Tamina and Natalia. Tempest, 10 seconds. Go.
Was it the Kabuki Warriors?
It was the Kabuki Warriors. That is correct.
Yeah.
Not
It
by
was
much.
either them or Bliss Cross Applesauce. I couldn't remember. It's not a belt I pay close attention to, I gotta be perfectly honest.
To be
Agreed.
fair, I don't think they do either.
No. I couldn't even tell you who the champions are right now. Not a clue.
As of right now, Carmella and Queen Zelina.
Right.
Oh, yeah. How about that?
See how well they're booked WWE? We had to think about it for a second. Okay. Do more with your women's division. Tempest, your next question. Who won the opening match of the 2001 Survivor Series? 10 seconds. Go.
I don't remember what first one. I know there's a bunch of people who won matches. I'll just say Edge.
It's not Edge. Professor, 10 seconds. Go.
Christian?
It's Christian. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Christian retained the European title against Al Snow.
What a barn burner.
Yeah.
Hot opener, that.
But I mean, what does everybody want?
Not Al Snow.
What does everybody need? Oh, come on.
I mean, we went over this last time, Professor Harrison. You got the mannequin head in your office.
Yeah, I ended up doing the Al Snow thing because of what we talked about.
You did. I appreciate
yeah.
that. All right, the final question, Professor. Which legendary tag team star was once known as Mongo Vile? 10 seconds. Go.
Fatu.
It's not Fatu. Tempest. 10 seconds. Go.
Mongo Vile. Steve McMongo. Famous tag team star.
Steve Mongo.
Famous tag team star.
No. No, it's Bubba Ray Dudley.
Would you look at that?
Yeah. Before he was a Dudley, he was Mongo Vile.
Can't imagine why he changed his name.
Yeah.
No.
I think he did better for himself after the name change. But that is all 20 questions. And ladies and gentlemen, with a final score of 9-2, Tempest, it's you and SP3 in the semis. Congratulations, sir. Professor, unfortunately, you came up against a brick wall of trivia knowledge in Tempest. And that's just how this thing goes. But we do appreciate having you here. Any words to Tempest, who's moving on?
Thank you very much for having me. And I told you guys after I got finished, after I won that barn burner of a first round match, that knowing that I was going against Tempest, that this was probably going to be a effort of futility for me. But Tempest, you absolutely deserved it. You are a mountain of knowledge when it comes to professional wrestling, and I was honored to face you, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and I wish you well in your further endeavors in this tournament.
All right. Well,
and
thank you
Tempest-
very much, my friend. I appreciate that very much. So I must say I'm looking forward to facing SP3. He and I have, I don't know if he even remembers this, but he beat me on Alex McCarthy's radio trivia show like a year ago. And I haven't forgotten
he
that.
brought it up. He brought it up.
Okay, so he remembers it. So I got a receipt for him coming on the next episode then. So I haven't forgotten SP3. You and me, brother. We're going 60 minutes. We're going to need overtime. I'm looking forward to it. But I appreciate you having me, Greg, and I appreciate the stellar competition, Professor. I look forward to applying to whatever university you such teach at.
Yes, absolutely. And definitely I will need help with all of my TikToks because I'm terrible with them. But
I got you.
I appreciate that.
By the way.
All right. And yes, respect to Shag Gaspard, a legend, a hero. Much respect. Shag Gaspard for the Warrior Award this year for the WWE Hall of Fame. Let's all push for that because the man deserves it. He is an honorable man, and no bad thing can be said about him. So, Shag Gaspard for the Warrior Award. Thank you, everybody, very much for joining us on this episode of Wrestling Trivia Challenge. Next week, the semis begin. It's going to be Tempest, and it's going to be SP3. And on the other side, it's going to be Brett Storm, and it's going to be Sati Nyongi. We got a great Final Four, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's related to Quizlemania, and trust me, I did not set that up whatsoever. That's just how it played out. So let's see who's going to be the one to challenge me and maybe take this championship of nearly, I've lost count. It's probably nearly 1,400 days that I've held this thing. Can somebody beat me for it? We will see. And we'll see you for the semifinals next time on Wrestling Trivia Challenge. Have a good night, everybody.